Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. What's going on, guys? Just getting stuck into Friday's videos, break-evens, fallen premiums, but I'm thinking of probably getting close to the stage where I might just mould the two videos I do on the Thursday and the Friday into just one. I might just tuck this little bit on the end of it. I tend to do it just so it doesn't get too long, particularly if I throw a little Tinder story in there. But yeah, probably at this stage of the year there isn't as much interest, but let me know if you would love to still see both videos. I might be able to just launch them into one, and then if I feel like there needs to be a second video on the Friday, I will. But yeah, this fucking cold, flu, whatever you want to call it, still hanging around. Shorty's just necking this cough medicine like it's going out of fashion. I've lit a candle. It fucking smells great, actually. Real tasty little dish. And the true sign that I could be feeling really off is I've been cleaning today, and that's not really in Shorty's character all too often. But yeah, cleaned the bloody washing machine or the laundry, whatever you want to call it. Gave the bathroom a little wipe down. Not feeling well, Doc, I tell you. But yeah, shocking night last night. It was an absolute piece of shit. Not so much SuperCoach. SuperCoach was frustrating. I mean, Crips, I was just watching on, turning it off and on because the Tigers were pissing me off because I tipped Carlton. I was switching around, going in and out of frustration with my tipping, and then I was just watching Crips and looking at the stats. I thought, he's flying, going well. You guys know I'm not a big one to look at the SuperCoach scores too regularly, but whacked the VC on him and I thought, oh, it's 120 easily, but the bloke just dished up about 10 clangers. It was crazy. So I'll be having to go probably, I was originally had it on McRae, but I'll probably go Laird or Miller. But I got off topic there. Shocking night last night because I couldn't stop coughing. Do you ever have those nights where you just, it's all fun and games when you're standing all day and you're upright, but then you lie down, you get all horizontal at night, and all that shit just goes in your chest, and holy fuck. Shocking night. At one point I was like, I'm not going to be able to sleep here. Fuck me. Anyway, Shorty's slowly getting on the mend. Today I've just been like, fuck it, I'm sick of being so unproductive and doing nothing. So I've been necking Nurofen, smashing this chest cough medicine stuff, and just playing bangers. If you want a great playlist, I can get this stuff on. I've just been like, I'm just going to power through the sickness here. This is also an absolute tune. Where is it? Where's Matty Main? I've got no connection to these blokes, but if you like a filthy bootleg, just get some of this into you. Absolute filth. Oh, shit! Oh, filthy! Yeah, good tune, mate. Oh, shit! Alright, anyway. That's some real filthy bangers sort of stuff. But as you can see, I was doing a bit of captaincy research there. Let's take a look at the break-evens and stuff. I do apologise for me just randomly coughing and stuff. A couple of things. I was looking at the comments. I had one about Himmelberg. I do think Himmelberg is a trap. Ripping selection if you get him in draft. I got absolutely stitched in draft twice. Very annoying when, it's obviously I'm doing well in draft, which is great, but it means the waiver wire doesn't go my way. If you're familiar with draft, you know what that means. Two people can put in a draft request or a free agency request, goes under waiver if it's done in the first 24 hours or whatever, and then the person lower on the ladder will get them. So in 2 leagues, I went for Himmelberg thinking get a little sneaky option, and I got pipped on both occasions, so that absolutely sucked. But yes, I don't recommend him for Classic, but I do feel like, it's just too risky to go with him in Classic, but great option if you can just sneak him through in draft. I'm sure he's already been snapped up, I would imagine, in most people's drafts, but obviously there he's got a break even of minus 61. Which is fantastic for price generation and generating some cash. So, if you really want to just find 150k, and you wanted to, I don't know, whatever your circumstance is, you downgrade to him and it pockets you 50 or 80k, and then he's going to boom up 50 to 100k over the next couple of weeks. You could definitely profit between 150 and 200k pretty quick. But I think at this stage of the year, we're looking at bringing guys who are premiums and keepers, and I just think it's too risky. He might go and prove us wrong. And I said this with Darcy Cameron, and he went and proved me wrong. But I don't think the risk versus reward. I think it's too risky to go with Himmelberg, but some might. And look, I think with Gawn, a lot of the questions were sort of like, I would like Darcy, but he's got the bye, I think you get a lot of times you could keep Wits and English in your ruck department and get a premium somewhere else and then swap it and get Darcy, either next week or the week after, whatever suits you best. But I wouldn't really get too inventive with, a Blitzarves or a Bruce. I'd rather you just trade Gawn to a premium, keep it simple, one trade, premium out, premium in. I'd keep it pretty simple like that. But they were sort of the main ones, and I just replied to your comments before, so hopefully if you left a comment on last night's video, hopefully I'll help you out with that one. But anyway, let's take a look. There isn't too much. Obviously, I think, Ware's been pretty good for us, which is great. Obviously, some might have wrote in Durden or Massimo D'Ambrosio, however you want to say that. I nailed it last night, but D'Ambrosio, I think it is. But, otherwise there isn't too much. Obviously, Judson Clark, I'm not sure what he scored last night, but he looks clean. I mean, it doesn't really matter what he scored. I don't have him. Yeah, nothing great, but he looks like a sharp left-footer, doesn't he? So I reckon Tigers fans will be happy with that. Very disappointing with Owens, who missed. Not only is he missing, but, a bit of a stinker score due to going off early. So honestly, otherwise, there isn't too much to talk about other than, Himmelberg from that point of view. But if we just flick it around to some guys that might come into a nice range, will you finish your midfield off with Jack Steele in a month, or could he be an M9? Just someone to think about. Darcy, like I said, he might be someone you can replace Gawn with in a couple of weeks indirectly. It might not be initially this week how it works out, but he might finalise your ruck department. Obviously, Parrish hurts, and I didn't really want to spend too much time on the discussion around Parrish because I think it's pretty simple. He's 607k. If you want to replace him, then I think there are so many options that you could. It's a corked calf. I haven't read any absolute signs on when he will be back, but obviously he and Boak, it seems shorter term. So I think the decision of whether you trade those guys or not really just depends on how your trade situation is going and how many you have left. Otherwise, I think if you're travelling fine and have a few extras on the field this week, you can probably hold them if you really need to. Sicily, if you don't already have him, he's just put in a couple of not 140 games, so he should be coming back to that 600k mark, slightly more affordable. But look, otherwise, I've been talking up Aaron Hall as, might be an option that you can just finish off your back line with or just get some extra depth down there. But otherwise, I think this is why it does become a little bit quieter at this stage of the year. Most people's teams are finalised and we're not trading all too much. So definitely, and all SuperCoach creators out there will understand that definitely the real time for views and interest in the channel is almost from late November to probably almost now. From here, once the buy's finish, it really does, people lose trades, they don't have many left, there's not too much to do or talk about, but we'll still be backing up. Shorty will be here. I think I might wind it up there. So a bit of a ramble today, a bit random, but Shorty's going to get back into, might have a bit of a late lunch. I got up a bit late, so I might have, it was a late breakfast and probably going to be a late lunch. So, we'll get stuck into that. And I'm hoping, we've got some drinks lined up tomorrow, and I'm just praying that Shorty can be right for tomorrow night. Watch the Cats, then have some drinks. We'll see how we go, but definitely keen to go live next week. Surely Shorty's recovered by then. No, he will be. But I'll talk to you all soon. Have a good weekend. Cheers.